Okay, we'll begin. I'll just share a few things and then we'll begin. Um, Ultimately, we need to remember that there are no techniques or steps in this whole thing. There are just a couple of things. There's awareness of our body. And today we'll slightly distinguish between our own awareness that permeates into our body, and if we can withdraw it back, how the divine awareness can come in. Actually, if we read Mother's works on the body, we find two kinds of descriptions. There are times when she actually says, forget about the body. If too much of attention goes into the body, it lands up as a difficulty. So both sides are spoken about. And we will see how awareness helps, our own awareness. But after a point, our own awareness has mixes. It has urgency, agitation, aggression, and all of that stuff. And how we can stand back, choosing the divine, and how the divine can bring the divine's awareness and grace. We will begin that process today. But ultimately, there are no steps. The body, the divine, and what happens in between. I think last two sessions, we've also been seeing rejection. In the beginning times of this work, I wasn't bringing rejection that much into focus in the body work. But the recent past, maybe in a couple of retreats that happened on its own, in the recent past, I'm very convinced that aspiration, rejection, surrender, that basic that formula of these three things are very important. Until it's a full and permanent connection with the divine, which all of us don't have, a certain posture of choosing of the human element is very important. Also, things that are hidden inside us, our own emotions, our own cravings, our own small things, they hide a lot. And that posture of aspiration and rejection is important. So if we don't observe, so one is connecting to the divine and leaving the body open to it. But the other aspect is also these small things that are knotting in our body as limitations, entanglements, and falsehood. We actually need to see them fully. This step I was not doing before, and the importance of this step is coming more and more now. So we need to see it fully, yet not identify with that. We need to see it fully so that we can aspire and reject it with a calm posture and open those portions to the divine. So ultimately, this is what we're going to do. We'll also try and anchor a little bit above our head. That is there in Mother's text quite a bit. She requests if we could stay anchored, or rather, that's just my words. She speaks about being anchored above. And there are also, few people who've been exploring that. I'm seeing a lot of benefits. So it's either 8 or 20 inches, somewhere in that region, if we could just anchor that and speak and live and think. So some of these we will explore, and the remaining we will explore next session. So you can close your eyes and we can just jump in. As you become aware of your body, notice that it is your awareness that is touching the body. What is the nature of this awareness? Observe. What is the nature of your own awareness that is touching your body? Often you will find it has some restlessness, wants to get it done quick and over. Sometimes it's calm. Right now, what is the nature of your awareness? If possible, it may not be possible, but if it's possible, just step back with your awareness and see how is the divine connecting to you. For this, we have to be very quiet and we're not putting our own thinking process into that this is how the divine connects to us. It's really not that. At a sensorial level, witnessed by your inner senses, if you remain very quiet, how do you think the divine is connecting to you? How is the divine's awareness touching you? We have to drop our romanticism with the divine to be able to actually be present to what the divine is doing. The divine's awareness is an action. You may feel it as a pressure on top of your head. You may feel it as a burning gaze. You may feel it as a cooling laughter. There are different postures. I don't know. There could be more. Or could just feel as a silence being put inside you. How is the divine's awareness touching you this moment? Let's drop the expectation of a certain continuity. There is no need to have any continuity, which will be the mind filling up the gaps. Like there may be a pressure for a few seconds and then there'll be nothing. And we just have to acknowledge that. We just have to be with that, not expect a continuance and then the mind just pretends as if something is going on. This moment, how is the divine's gaze on us? Being with the gaze when it is there, and when it is not there, just remaining quiet is sincerity. Expecting and filling up the gaps through imagination is not sincerity. We're lost in our own world then. Now, being with the divine's gaze in whatever way it is there and then not there, that's fine. Just go deep into your body overall. Make your body receptive to the divine alone. This is the main thing for us to accomplish. The body is receptive to anything, emotions, energies, it's sponging. We want to realign the body exclusively to the divine's gaze. So just run your awareness from head to toe for about 3-4 minutes. It's almost like you're negotiating with the cells, requesting the cells in your own way. You could talk to them, you could feel into them, you could turn the cells to the above, you can connect the cells to the divine. Those are just technicalities. Simply pass through the body and keep relaxing it and allow the body to become more and more receptive exclusively to the divine. Calm persistence is needed for this. It's a very calm, active step of choice. The body by itself aspires for the divine, but it also curves around its limitations. It's like gently you're taking your breath and your awareness into these parts. And you're just allowing them to become more receptive to the divine. Your memories will give a different logic, saying that things are not okay. Your own pessimism, the data points of your body may give a different reality. No matter what it is, with full faith, those parts which are still carrying illnesses, emotional pains, memories, which are lodging all of them inside its cells, there in your own way right now, just relax that body cells and allow more receptivity, connecting it to the divine. No matter what problems we have in our life, work, in our body, the single primary preoccupation is to build receptivity in the body for the divine. Often we need support because we can't do this step only by our effort, because it'll be mixed. Cling to the divine in a very intimate way, as if you're holding their subtle body. So think of your divine or your master as if they're very close to you. It's almost like you're clinging to their subtle body. Gently, with great humility and an attitude of respect, we cling to their subtle body and we request our entire body and its subtle body to become more and more receptive to the divine. Now, if you're able to do it, sometimes you will feel as if the subtle body is permeating within us. Not in all places. Some parts will resist, rebel. Some parts will open up. Remember to hold that calm posture of an absolute choice. Request the body in all locations to become receptive to the divine alone. You will notice that some paths are lit by the divine, and you just allow the different points which are lit by the divine across the body to connect to each other, creating a circuit. Just stay in the posture. And allow the divine zone awareness to do this step for us. And then let's take a break for 2 minutes. Okay. The step that we practiced, I also do it with my morning exercises, yoga. So postures that are stiff, just go in and connect that with another step that we will do today. Even body parts that are so stiff open up much nicer, you know. Yeah, so it's very practical also what we're doing. Okay. Any doubts, put it on chat. We'll slowly move to rejection and then a withdrawal of our consciousness, allowing the divine to permeate more. So take your awareness back within your body, and always the divine is a referral point. But now take your awareness within your body. We'll practice in one portion. Go to a body part which is persistently not opening up, either just a tiny or a big physical challenge, or the part itself is not fully functioning, either psychologically or energetically, it feels different, stuck, closed. Go there and let's practice calm observation for about a couple of minutes. Go within that part and observe what sensations are there. How is your observation? Is it pushing into the part, or is it just stepping back and just allowing the sensations to open up? Is it aggressive? Is it calm? Is it carrying? Know that whatever our age is, anything less than a perfect functioning or a fuller wholeness is a deformation, is some entanglement. So very quietly observe, observe, observe so that nothing is hidden. Now, let's pause our effort to observe, step back, and request the divine to observe this part and its entire history. We remain quiet and open. Always the human has to give the choice element, fully accepting that the divine's awareness can penetrate and see through every tiny hidden part of the current and the past. We step back and we wait and allow the divine's observation and awareness to fully observe what is in this part, in the current and in the past. Whatever pops up in your mind's eye as an image, a memory, or the part is seen in a particular way, or felt in a particular way, or there is a sensation, reject or nudge. It's almost like we are uprooting the memory, we're uprooting a tightness. Still continuing to observe deeper. Where is it coming from? As it could come from outside. We are uprooting the thing that links this memory or the limitation inside us. Gently reject, and the mind will question, will supply some kind of stuff in contradiction to the possibility of this. Very calmly, without too much of an effort, but by an absolute choice, reject the entanglements, reject the current limited nature of this part. Wherever the path is not opening up, it means there is resistance. We don't fight, but we reject. We reject and we offer it to the divine. As we're rejecting, there'll be tiny gaps and spaces. Offer it to the divine's awareness, divine's vibration. There is very less effort, very less fighting. More and more, it's absolute choice. Let's go quiet now, drop our effort and allow or request the divine to continue to do the sadhana very deep into the part, because no matter how much we become aware, we will still not be able to detect the hidden paths. So we request the divine to do the rejection or uprooting, and we remain very quiet. We'll take a minute break before we move into the step of withdrawing our awareness inside the part. I'll just explain this step first. Let us say there's a small box, and around that there's a lot of beautiful energy that is present. But the box itself is filled by something of the past. Okay. So if you just leave it like that, there is no space. So you take your you just pull back what is inside the box. You just pull back, pull back, pull back. And as it is pulled back by the pressure of what is pulled back and the space that is being created, what is in the outside will settle in. In a similar manner, what we'll do is, whichever part it could be, for example, the neck or chest or whatever, we start from the surface. We'll first keep our awareness there, breathe there, the normal stuff, etc., connected to the divine. While this works, it's still partial because our awareness itself is mixed. So now what we do is we slowly pull back the awareness, vacating the body cell. We pull back, we pull back the awareness to stand back, vacating the body cell. At the same time, to bring the choice factor and say that this is you. So for example, if you're doing it in the neck and you're going inside, the part that is freeing up, you tell the divine, this body part is you. It's your will to do whatever you want there. So which means you pull back, you offer the body part to the divine, and in that manner go back and back and back and back and back. You will feel something interesting happening at the sensorial level. You just go back and back and back till you're at the very depth, standing quietly as a witness, but with a choice. Choice is only divine qualities are permitted in this part of the body. And the memories will come in, thoughts will come in. You're not bothered about any of them right now, because right now you're just pulling your awareness back and allowing the divine's awareness to come in and do the work. I'll guide you. Take about 5-6 minutes in each part. Start with the surface. Slowly withdraw and offer that portion to the divine, saying, this portion is yours. You can do whatever you want with it. It's your will. Withdraw further, asking the divine to occupy that. Do this slowly for 5-6 minutes. And then this time, as you withdraw your awareness, after that, you're not seeing the body part. You're trusting with full faith that the divine will occupy the space. And you're only observing the divine with a choice. This part is you. This part is you. This part is yours, O divine. When you do, if in that part there is still some pain or stiffness, etc., that is being felt, which would simply mean that your awareness is still stuck there. With calmness, pull it back, offering that part also, that cell also to the divine, the divine's awareness to come in. It goes right at the back. First, the awareness will feel tensed because it's holding, but slowly it'll soften and just hold that posture. And then let go and allow the sadhana to be done by the Divine Mother. Just to get the process, let's briefly do the same step in another part of your body for about 3 or 4 minutes. You'll do it on your own. Just go to that part. First, take your awareness and breath inside. Be aware of the region. You can even mildly reject whatever that's present entanglement. And then from the surface to the depth, keep on withdraw. You're actually withdrawing your awareness. Actually, you're withdrawing awareness sensorially, leaving the part without your awareness, requesting the divine to come in there. It's a transfer of consciousness and responsibility. It's an actual step. Keep going inside and inside, withdrawing cell by cell by cell till you go to the very depth and stand softly and calmly, offering the entire part to the divine, saying, this part is you, it's unto your will. fully withdrawn. The awareness that fully trusts that the path is safe with the divine. And we keep quiet, allowing the divine to continue the work, the sadhana in our body. We'll take a break for a minute or two and we'll go for the final step. Final step is we just sit with our body open to the above. And today, without knowing so much about what I'm going to share with our head, let's connect to the above, to the supramental body of the Divine Mother or Lord. Now, we don't need any theory on this, but this is the domain that is above the domain of gods, which has a greater capacity or an absolute capacity to transform everything, including the tiny body cell. So we don't use any theory here. We simply keep aspiration. I think we need to call and remain quiet, and that's all that we're going to do. We're just going to aspire to connect to the supramental body of the Divine Mother or Lord. And for this, we have to go beyond the pictures we have seen of them, the mantras we have used, the descriptions we have read. Because in the supramental body, they can appear in different ways, with different qualities, with different forms. So we want their blessing in the current time. I'll remain quiet for a few minutes. You aspire with your awareness turned above into a lesser or a greater height, aspiring to simply connect to the supramental body of the Divine Mother or Lord. After we aspire, we just allow them to decide when to grace or how much to grace. And simply just pass your awareness through your entire body, allowing each part to become more and more receptive to the direct action and force of the supramental body of the Divine Mother and Lord. Just simply go part by part in the body and just allow it to become receptive in your own way. Sometimes it's a stretch, inner stretch. Sometimes it's an inner quietness. Sometimes it's an aspiration. Allow each part to become receptive to the above. Parts that are still resisting, just allow your breath to go there and give them the time to become receptive. We have a lot of waiting time. We are at the end of our hour. You're on your own. Allow whatever time you have, allow each part to become more and more receptive and connected to the supramental, subtle body of the Divine Mother and Lord. Even though we don't know what it is, just aspire. And then whenever you feel the process is over, you can complete it for yourself. You're on your own now.